Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm Christina, I'm glad you're here. Welcome to the second installment of the series. Let's talk about the founders and the presidents and the CEOs of multi-level marketing companies. This time I'm going to talk about Mary Kay Ash, who was the founder of Mary Kay, a cosmetics MLM that is still on the market and that has been for a good amount of time now. In the videos I typically talk about distributors, about the tactics they use. I speak about the undue influence MLMs have on its members, but in this case I would like to talk about the people who are responsible for creating these financial cults, because I do believe it takes a specific type of person to do so. Most people who are in multi-level marketing companies as distributors, they are being recruited into this. They're being recruited into a cult, but the people who built the system, the corporate side, the devilish side of the MLM system, they're being praised and they're being cherished and they're being loved and they're being put on a pedestal. But in the end, these are people who, in my opinion, build a system that preys on the vulnerabilities and on the wishes and on the hopes of people who will lose money. Because most people who join a multi-level marketing company, they will not make money, they will lose money and might end up in debt. That is why I believe it is interesting and important to also have a series about this topic with people who have created these systems. And today we're going to talk about Mary Kay Ash, who is the founder of Mary Kay. I also have spoken about Brian Underwood, who is the CEO and co-founder of Prove It, and I will continue this series. I also wanted to look at Amway, but I had to stop because a lot of white men, older white men with dry mouth syndrome, and I had to stop. That really stressed me out, to be honest with you, but I will continue to do this series and I will continue to look into these topics. Let's start with the website of Mary Kay, where they present their very own founder in their very own words. I think it's a good starting point, and then we can take a look at some more balanced sources. Our founder, I've often said that we are doing something far more important than just selling cosmetics. We are changing lives. This is a quote from Mary Kay Ash. Mary Kay Ash is being presented as a leader, as an iconic leader on the website. She was ahead of her time all the time. She changed the world of business by creating more opportunities for women, built a company guided by her values, and empowered women by putting them in control of their own future. Mary Kay Ash launched her business more than 50 years ago. She continues to be a source of inspiration to millions today. Her values live on in a company she built, and her mission of empowering women is as important now as it has ever been. Mary Kay Ash's lifetime of achievements have made her a trailblazing entrepreneur, and her lasting legacy has made her an icon. And then there are other paragraphs on the website about built by a woman, for women, talk the talk and walk the walk, praising people to success. In 1963, Mary Kay Ash launched her own business with the purpose of empowering women. And then we have kind of a biography of what she did throughout the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, and 2010s, or the business side of this, what Mary Kay, the company, was up to during that time. The source on the website for Mary Kay itself, of course, it's not balanced. It's going to praise its founder. And that is what I've seen a lot, that a lot of publications also ran with this, that Mary Kay designed Mary Kay, the multi-level marketing company, to empower women because of her very own history, because of her very own biography, that was something that was very close to her heart. To empower women, to help women build businesses of their own, and to look very put together in a very specific way. Mary Kathleen Wagner was born on May 12, 1918, in Hot Wells, Texas. In 1939, she became a salesperson for Stanley Home Products, hosting parties to encourage people to buy household items. She was so good at making the sale that she was hired away by another company, World Gifts, in 1952. Ash spent a little more than a decade at the company, but she quit in protest after watching yet another man that she had trained get promoted above her and earn a much higher salary than hers. After her bad experience in the traditional workplace, she set out to create her own business at the age of 45. She started with an initial investment of $5,000 in 1963. She purchased the formulas for skin lotions from the family of a tanner who created the products while he worked on hides. With her son, Richard Rogers, she opened a small store in Dallas and had 9 salespeople working for her. Today, there are more than 1.6 million salespeople working for Mary Kay Inc. around the world. The company turned a profit in its first year and sold close to 1 million in products by the end of its second year, driven by Ash's business acumen and philosophy. The basic premise was much like the products she sold earlier in her career. Her cosmetics were sold through at-home parties and other events, but Ash strove to make her business different by employing incentive programs and not having sales territories for her representatives. She believed in the golden rule, treat others the way you want to be treated, and operated by the motto, God first, family second, and career third. Ash wanted everyone in the organization to have the opportunity to benefit from their success. Sales representatives, Ash called them consultants, bought the products from Mary Kay at wholesale prices and then sold them at retail price to their customers. They also could earn commission from new consultants they had recruited. And that was the starting point of Mary Kay, the multi-level marketing company. While she might have started an actual business with actual employed salespeople, she later changed the business model into a multi-level marketing company. If you have 9 people you actually employ as salespeople who work on a commission base when they sell products, that is something different than you employing 1.6 million salespeople. Those are people that had to buy their way into the multi-level marketing company, and there's no guarantee that these people will make an income. So let's not confuse these things. The one thing is to open up an actual business where you sell actual products, and the other is to start a multi-level marketing company, as Mary Kay did in the early 1960s, where she then also included the multi-level marketing system where the consultants had to pay their way into the company, they had to purchase the products, then they could sell them, make commission off of the products they sold, but the more essential part, of course, was the recruitment part, as is for all MLMs. In that case, you not only make a commission off of the products you sell, but you're also able to benefit off of the people you recruited, either because the company will write you a check for the person you recruited, or because you're able to benefit off of that person's efforts. Whatever that person purchases and whatever that person sells is going to be beneficial for you because you will be paid off of that as well, because the person will contribute to your group volume or your downline volume, and that is more lucrative than actually selling the products. All of her marketing skills and people savvy helped make Mary Kay Cosmetics a very lucrative business. The company went public in 1968, and it was bought back by Ash and her family in 1985 when the stock price took a hit. The business itself remained successful, and now annual sales exceed $2.2 billion, according to the company's website. While she stepped down from her position as CEO of the company in 1987, Ash remained an active part of the business. She established the Mary Kay Charitable Foundation in 1996. The foundation supports cancer research and efforts to end domestic violence. In 2000, she was named the most outstanding woman in business in the 20th century by Lifetime Television. She died on November 22, 2001 in Dallas, Texas. By this time, the company she had created had become a worldwide enterprise with representatives in more than 30 markets. She will be best remembered for building a profitable business from scratch that created new opportunities for women to achieve financial success. Married 3 times, Ash had 3 children, Richard, Ben, and Marilyn, by her first husband, J.B. Rogers, 2 divorced after Rogers returned from serving in World War II. Her second marriage to a chemist was brief. He died of a heart attack in 1963, just 1 month after the two had gotten married. She married her third husband, Mel Ash, in 1966, and the couple stayed together until Mel's death in 1980. Here's the sad part, in my opinion. This could have been a truly empowering story, the way it is designed for the MLM world, where a woman who was disappointed in the actual workforce because she was overlooked as a woman, which is very likely in the 1960s and can still happen, of course, to this very day. She started her own career and she started to build her own business in her mid-40s while she's taking care of 3 children. And while all of that might sound very inspirational, she unfortunately started a business model that exploits primarily women, because most people in multi-level marketing companies are women. And the multi-level marketing world is a business world and is a business model where the average profit for the distributors, for the consultants, is $0. That is not inspirational, that is predatory. The company Mary Kay is still up and running, and her grandson is now the person who has taken over and who is responsible for the company. I could not find an up-to-date income disclosure statement from Mary Kay. I was able to find an older one from 2019. It might be that after that they haven't released income disclosure statements anymore, which in my opinion is concerning if you run a multi-level marketing company that for sure has been on the market long enough for you to have numbers that you could release. The numbers from 2019, they are as bad as they are for all multi-level marketing companies. Most people of the independent sales force were independent beauty consultants who are not eligible to earn commissions. That's why their average annual commissions is $0, and that includes 83% of the people in the company. Then you have 15.138% of the sales force that were eligible for commission, and they made $206 average annual commissions. That means that over 98% of people in 2019 who were part of the independent sales force in Mary Kay made $206 or less. And then the very, very top people, 0.05%, made 124,000 average annual commissions, and 1.675 made $20,137. That is not empowering to women, that is predatory, where most people who have to purchase the products will lose money. That is why, once again, I also don't think that Mary Kay, and also not with the support of a very inspirational story by somebody who was actually able to build their own business, why this is inspirational for women. In my opinion, this is just another facade company built for a woman by other women. If that was true, then the income disclosure statement would look different, and more people would be able to make actually some money and not lose money with $206 in 2019 for the entire year. That is nothing. Now let's listen to a video by somebody who wants to present us Mary Kay Ash's vision and also the income potential in the company. After all of these hard facts that the income potential is not that great, maybe I'm missing something, and maybe this video can shed some light. This is a 10-minute video that explains the Mary Kay Great Start Profit Guide, Mary Kay Compensation. So, let's listen.
Hello, hello, hello. If you're here, you probably just started your Mary Kay business. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Mary Kay is so glad you're here. And the women whose lives you're about to change, they're so glad you're here. If you're anything like me, you're feeling excited and have a million thoughts going on in your head. Makeup, skincare, customer lists, where do you start? You start right here. Inventory. Assessing how much inventory is right to start your Mary Kay business. Now remember, there is no inventory requirement to start or maintain a Mary Kay business. However, inventory can be an important part of your success.
Mary Kay is still one of those old-fashioned multi-level marketing companies where the distributors have to buy products, so they have to hold inventory that they then can sell.
One of Mary Kay Ash's favorite expressions was, "You can't sell from an empty wagon." She was so smart. Let me explain. Think about it like this. Your best friend decides to open a muffin shop. Sure, why not? Then she tells you she's not going to have any muffins in the shop. Instead, she'll have pictures of muffins and muffin scents, but no actual muffins. Now, if you want a muffin, you can order one. It'll just take a few days to arrive, so hopefully you'll still be hungry. This is what Mary Kay Ash meant by "you can't sell from an empty wagon." Cosmetics and skincare are emotional, in-the-moment impulse buys. You see it, you try it, you want it. Having a level of inventory you're comfortable with helps to provide faster and better service to your customer. That's powerful. When you have what they want, it saves you time and makes you money. And you become the beauty consultant who always has what they need when they need it.
That means that you need to buy a lot of product. That's also how your upline profits, because nobody cares in those inventory held companies how much of the product you actually sell. But your upline's upline, and Mary Kay, the company, they profit off of the products that you yourself purchase. And that can be a dangerous financial pit hole because you need to sell the products. I also like the comparison about the muffin shop. Yeah, of course, you need product if you want to sell them, but let's not forget this. If you are actually a business owner and you open a shop, a store, a muffin shop, and you want to sell the products, you need to have them available. In this case, we're talking about consultants who do not own their own business. They have to follow the Mary Kay rules, but they also need to stock up on products and recruit people.
You want that reputation because it brings you business. You're the trusted one, the one they tell their friends and family about. And when I say tell their friends and family, I mean referrals. And that can help grow your business even more. Mary Kay wants to set you up for success.
So pitch this to the people in your warm market, family and friends, the people you know best, and buy a lot of product.
They know inventory is an investment, so they want to help mitigate the risk by providing a 90% buyback, which means you have 365 days from your purchase to return any unused or unopened product. Let's say you change your mind about your business or something doesn't work out. Whatever the reason, Mary Kay will buy back your unopened product for 90% of the purchase price. Wow, no other company does that. If you decide to open a hair salon and it doesn't work out, the bank doesn't call you and say, hey, don't worry about that loan, we'll buy 90% of it back. So how do you decide how much product is right for you to start your business?
I would say 0, because 90% buyback of unopened products still leads a consultant in debt. You have to return these products within a year. You only get 90% back. That means that you have to spend the 10% out of your own pocket if you're not able to sell them. And many, many times with multi-level marketing companies, the buyback option is not that easy. All of the products you have opened because you throw parties, because you want to show the products, they do not count as buyback. And no, if you open up a store or a hair salon, the bank will not give you your money back. But that is yet again comparing apples to oranges. If you open up a hair salon, you're running your own business. When you join Mary Kay, you do not run your own business. You're an independently contracted salesperson.
Well, my hope is that after watching this video and after you review all the great Start program materials, you'll be able to determine how much inventory you'll need to start. And
0.
Just to be sure you're on the right track, you can check in with your sales director or recruiter and get her opinion too. With a Mary Kay business, you're never in this alone. Your sister beauty consultants always have your back, and so does your recruiter, sales director, and the company. We all want you to succeed, and we're going to give you all the tools and support to make that happen.
You're never alone. There's always a sister breathing down your neck, making sure you purchase enough you purchase enough inventory so that you can sell the product, so that you set yourself up for success. Even if I try to overlook the cringy way this video explains to us the compensation plan, it's a cult. It screams cult to me, because you're never alone, ever.
Let's talk about how rewarding your first order can be, literally. When you start a Mary Kay business, you're eligible for the Great Start program. The first part of the program is called Ready, Set, Sell, and it offers the richest rewards that are only available with your initial inventory order in your first 2 months. So, what are the rewards? With that first order, you can earn free product bundles that you can sell for up to 100% profit. The more you order, the more potential you have to earn. Okay, so you're all in and want to maximize and get the richest rewards. How do you know what is just right? In the Great Start Ready, Set, Sell brochure that you received in your starter kit, the company takes the guesswork out of it with a worksheet that helps you determine how much inventory is right for you. With a Mary Kay business, even worksheets are fun, especially when they're all about you. Answer a few simple questions. How much do you want to earn per month? How many appointments do you want to hold, etc. Complete the worksheet, work with your sales director or recruiter, and order with confidence. Get ready to live. We're moving from worksheets to math. So exciting, right? Right. Actually, it is exciting because math equals money, as in profit in your pocket. We all know that the more we sell equals more money in our pockets. So, another thing you might want to consider are customers. Who are they and where do you find them? Everywhere. Just look around. Your customers are your friends, family, coworkers, women from church, the gym, social media, even that chatty lady in the checkout, all customers.
Buy a lot of product because that equals commission and that equals success. Let's ignore that you have to buy a lot of product, that you have to put a lot of your very own money down and then pitch this to family and friends, but also to anybody and everybody.
Make a list of potential customers, then add an addendum because we always forget a few. Now, let's say the average order per customer is $100 in retail sales. If you have 36 customers times 100, that's potentially $3,600 in retail sales. If you have 24 customers, that's $2,400. If you have 18 customers, that's $1,800. Are you sensing a pattern? I used these examples so you can see how your customer list can support your initial inventory order, and at specific amounts, you can earn free product bundles. Take a look at the Great Start Ready, Set, Sell brochure to learn more. And it gets even richer. If you place an initial order of $600 or more in the first 15 days of starting your Mary Kay business, the company will send you a free color look. That's yours. All yours. Back to the Great Start Ready, Set, Sell rewards. Don't worry, we'll put these on the screen so it's not a number jumble. For example, if you place an initial $3,600 wholesale order in the month you sign your beauty consultant agreement or the following month, you'll receive up to $1,158 worth of free product bundles and tools to build your Mary Kay business. Maybe you're more comfortable starting with an initial order of $1,800 wholesale. Well, then you'll receive up to $684 in free product bundles and tools. And if you decide that an initial order of $600 wholesale is right for you, then you'll receive up to $333 in free product bonus bundles and tools. Pretty cool, huh?
We take a look at these numbers, you can tell that it is very much appreciated by Mary Kay. Ultimately, also your uplines that you start with the higher wholesale packs. You get so much more maximum bonus value, so many more free products. These are also not really free because they are a part of what you purchase. They're already calculated in that price. And this is like the fast start we see, or the quick start programs we see with so many multi-level marketing companies. But still, even if you purchase $600 worth of product or $1,200 worth of product, up to $3,600, you need to sell these products. So this example of every customer that you sell to might give you $100 back is really, really weird math. Even if you start with the lowest wholesale bundle of $600, and each and every customer of yours, as you mentioned in the example before, purchases products worth $100 from you, you still need to have 6 people who buy products from you. And then you also have additional cost. You need to throw a party, you need to meet up with people. You very likely could go to a market or to a flea market or to a house party. That means you have to load everything in your car. You might need to have certain cute little accessories. You might need to host the party yourself and give your guests food and beverages for them to feel welcome. There might also be additional cost. And 6 customers out of your own family and friend circle still sounds very hard, in my opinion, if you want to sell them MLM products and if you want to throw those parties, or if you approach them whenever and wherever. I don't think that most people are able to sell to 6 customers who purchase products worth $100 and more. And in that case, you end up in debt. Even if there are additional bundles that you will get within that purchase, within that order of $600, it is still extremely hard to do. Let's not even talk about the $3,600 bundle that you might buy. That is very likely going to be the one that is appreciated and pushed most by the company, as we see with this initial order pamphlet. And your upline will also very likely encourage you to purchase more product because you have more bonus value attached to that, and also because it's more beneficial for your upline than for you. And yes, the company might buy some of those products back within the first year, but you will never get 100% back because they only buy back for 90%, and you might even end up with a shipping cost. Let's keep that in mind.
The Great Start Ready, Set, Sell product bonus bundles include some of the most favorite products and best sellers to help set you up for success right from the start. You can also receive the travel roll-up bag, unfilled but still awesome, and mirrors and trays to use at your skincare parties. They're perfect and incredibly useful. We know one of the biggest questions you have. How do you recoup your investment? How do you earn your money back, and how can you earn more? Get ready, get set, now get selling. The most important number you need to know is 50%. You can earn up to 50% profit on everything you sell at retail. We'll use the $1,800 investment as an example. Let's say you start with an $1,800 wholesale Section 1 order. You invested $1,800, and the suggested retail value of your inventory is $3,600. When you sell all your inventory at suggested retail value, you've earned your $1,800 investment back and $1,800 profit, and that's not all. Remember, with the Great Start Ready, Set, Sell program, when you start with an initial order of $1,800 in the month you sign your beauty consultant agreement, or the following month, you'll receive 3 free product bonus bundles. Each of those free bundles is valued at up to $158 each for a total of $474. When you sell the product from those bundles, you'll earn $474 of pure profit.
If you're able to sell the original products you purchased and these. And yet again, we can see very clearly what the company will want to push on you. The highest bundle, the highest priced one. And the things you get on top of that, totally free and not a part of the product that you already purchased, they look very, very, very sad. They look very meager. What is this? If somebody actually purchases products, you only get them those 3 shabby little bundles, and then you need to sell those products, all of those products. That's the difficult part, because we're not talking about an actual sales force of trained people. We're talking about normal people who might very likely not have the slightest clue how to sell products.
If you could add that to the profit you could make from selling everything in that initial order of $1,800 wholesale, that could be a total of $2,274. That's an incredible return on your investment. And that's what a Mary Kay business is all about. Are you feeling super excited? Are you ready to get started? How could you not be? This is what you've been working for, a chance to find success selling products you believe in from a company that believes in you. Mary Kay Ash always said, nothing happens until somebody sells something. And right now, it's all happening for you. Talk to your sales director or recruiter and get started. Set your goals. Make a list of next steps for your Mary Kay business so you can start selling and earning money right away. We all want to see you succeed. Start thinking about that initial order. Give yourself a deadline and set a date for your Great Start grand opening. Then promote it. Promote your business and believe in yourself. We do. Mary Kay Ash believed you didn't need to be an expert to start a Mary Kay business. All you need is enthusiasm, a love for the products, and a heart for helping women. That's how she started, and that's how the company continues to enrich lives around the world today. You have everything you need to succeed: your passion, your sales director and recruiter, and an entire company that couldn't believe in you more. Get out there and start selling. After you place your initial inventory order, there are even more product bonus bundles and rewards waiting for you as you keep selling and growing your Mary Kay business and team. There has never been a better time to start your fun and rewarding Mary Kay business.
This sounds like such a money trap to me because you have to hold inventory. Now, that is not just true for MLMs where you have to purchase the products to then sell them, but also for all MLMs. There will always be a way for an upline or the corporate side to entice you to purchase the products because you need the products. If you want to sell them, you need to show them, right? And in this case, you need to actually purchase them to sell them. An initial investment of $3,600 can lead most people into debt. What is missing here in this pitch is, number one, you have to sell the actual products to be able to earn commissions. You need to sell the products, and if you're not trained in this field, that will be very, very difficult. Yet you have a lot of expenses up front, and you don't get 100% back because the company only buys them back at 90%. Then you also need to recruit people and earn downline bonuses. That is where the actual money in Mary Kay lies, and that is something we haven't heard in this video. Recruiting makes you more money than selling the actual products. Your sales director in Mary Kay is not your sales director because they sold that much product, but because they recruited enough people. And if you remember the income disclosure statement from 2019 I showed you before, most people were not eligible for commission. And why is that the case? Because Mary Kay, just like other MLMs, have a mandatory sales quota, which means that their members will only stay active and be eligible to receive commission if they sell a certain number of products monthly. That is why most people didn't make any commission, why their annual average commission was 0, because you do have certain sales requirements per month. And if you don't hit them, you don't get a commission. Or as an alternative, if you're not able to hit your sales quota, you yourself will buy the products to be considered active. And that's another money pit. And that very likely is what can cause people in Mary Kay to lose hundreds or thousands of dollars because they need to purchase products they cannot sell. And that way they have more and more inventory at home, and that really stacks up probably to the roof of their homes, and they're not able to sell those products, and that is pricey. The quickest way to rise through the ranks in Mary Kay is also not to sell enough product, but for getting enough representatives and distributors in your team who are all purchasing or selling a lot of product. So it's not really about the actual sales of your products, but it's about recruiting enough people who then themselves purchase or sell enough products. Another point that can make it more difficult to sell for Mary Kay is market saturation. We're talking about a company that has been around since the 1960s, and I would say that Mary Kay and Mary Kay distributors, they are a very special kind, a very specific kind of distributor. They look a certain way, they are expected to behave in a certain way, and I would argue that in this day and age it might rather be off-putting than inspirational to other women. Let's finish this Mary Kay Ash video with us touring her office, where she empowered all of these women. At least that is the narrative that we hear a lot, because now it is something that's part of a museum, or it's a part of their actual offices, and it is being preserved for visitors to be inspirational, I guess, even after she passed away. So let's take a look at her office. I think everybody loves a good office tour, and I think it's fun to end the video on that note.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Mary Kay building. I'm Ryan Rogers, Chief Executive Officer and Mary Kay Ash's grandson. My grandmother started this company nearly 60 years ago with a mission to enrich women's lives. As we enter our 60th anniversary year and reflect on her vision for this company, we wanted to give you some insights into how she worked with a look inside her office. Here to help show you around is Shelby Portwood from our Mary Kay US social media team.
Thanks, Ryan. I'm honored to be your tour guide today. Come on in. We are currently on the 13th floor of Mary Kay's global headquarters in Addison, Texas, just outside of Dallas. While the 13th floor might seem a little unusual, Mary Kay Ash started her company on Friday the 13th in September 1963. So for her, 13 was a lucky number.
My lucky number is also 13, so I have to say I actually like this. I would also probably start something on Friday the 13th if it fits into my timeline. Not opening up an MLM, but just saying, I actually like that part.
It's no surprise that her office is here on this floor. Her office is beautifully maintained just as it was when she led the company. This is a special place because it's the physical space that held the dreams of Mary Kay Ash, who is a trailblazing entrepreneur revolutionizing the way that women do business, and her lasting legacy has made her an icon. The first thing that catches your eye when you walk in is her desk.
No, the first thing that caught my eye was the pictures of Mary Kay and the weird bird right in the middle of the frickin' office. It's very overloaded. It's not the desk.
Mary Kay believed in collaboration, and she was intentional about that with her office. This is called a partner's desk. And as you can see, it's identical on both sides. So someone could easily sit here and work in partnership with her. She loved being on both sides of the desk, making others feel close to her.
Yeah, but you're not close to somebody if you have that big of desk, whether it's a partner desk or not. It's a huge ass desk. You're actually far away from the person you're speaking to.
She was also known for taking off her heels while she worked, and she always kept a spare pair of flats in her drawer, just in case she needed them. She also loved the semicircle shape of her couch to make sure that everyone felt welcome and included. She would frequently talk about how she imagined everyone she met wearing an invisible sign around their neck that said, "Make me feel important." Now, you may not have guessed this from looking around, but pink was not Mary Kay Ash's favorite color before starting the company. In 1963, almost every home in the United States had a white bathroom. When choosing colors for her products, Mary Kay wanted product packaging that looked so attractive that women would want to leave it out on display. She looked at several different colors and decided that a soft, delicate pink looked best in combination.
Why is the mirror so dirty? I mean, they've obviously preserved this office, also with the creepy shoes in the desk that are new, that were obviously unused. Why not clean the mirror?
With the white bathrooms. And that's how our pink DNA was born. One of the most special decorations in this office is the golden peacock from Mexico. In 1978, Mary Kay traveled to Acapulco, where she was a keynote speaker at a Cadillac convention. There, she found the brass peacock by artist Sergio Bustamante and purchased it for her office. Now, I want to draw your attention to the ceramic and porcelain figures that Mary Kay collected. Most of these were given to her as gifts over the years from her family, husband, and independent beauty consultants. This was one of Mary Kay's favorite pieces. Made in 1950, it was a gift from her husband, Mel Ash. He had the plaque placed on it, to which lovingly states, "To a living Madonna from a loving and devoted husband." For the 14 years of their marriage, he gave her a gift every Thursday because they had been married on a Thursday. One of Mary Kay's special requests when building her office was a powder room. You've got to see this. The wallpaper in here is stunning. You'll note the MKs and the bumblebees. The bumblebee became an iconic symbol of our company when Mary Kay's husband gave her a bumblebee pin as one of his Thursday gifts. Mary Kay Ash learned that the bees should not be able to fly due to the size of their bodies and their small wings, but as Mary Kay said, they forgot to tell the bumblebee that, and he went right on flying. She felt the bumblebee was a perfect symbol for women who have flown right to the top. I also want to highlight the angel-shaped 14-karat gold-plated faucets on the sink, and one of my favorite features, this beautiful mirror. Mary Kay Ash was really ahead of her time when knowing a great spot for a mirror selfie. Before we wrap our tour, I want to leave you with Mary Kay's favorite poem. I have a premonition that soars on silver wings. It is a dream of your accomplishment, of many wondrous things. I do not know beneath which sky, nor where you will challenge fate. I only know it will be high. I only know it will be great. For Mary Kay Ash, this poem represented the dream of her company, to see thousands and thousands of women enriching their lives. And we're looking forward to the next 60 years and beyond.
That was Mary Kay's office tour. I honestly do not know how somebody can actually get anything done in an office that is so cluttered. Now, clearly, this is a different time we're talking about. Also, when this was built, this is a different style that this woman had. But in the end, what she is, in my opinion, is somebody who founded a very predatory system that wasn't designed to empower women, but it was designed for the corporate side to make a lot of money. Her grandson continues that legacy, and this video was a part of a series that was uploaded to their YouTube channel with the 60th birthday of Mary Kay, the company. There's not a lot inspirational there. I found the office honestly rather creepy. I like the pink color, but it was a little bit overloaded, was a little bit old-fashioned, but I understand why they still have that in their corporate offices, because it's a way, it's like a part of a museum that people can then tour, which could be very inspirational for distributors who win a trip or who visit the corporate office, and then they can also have this aha moment when they enter a Mary Kay Ash's office. Unfortunately, that is not a very inspirational story, and to me this is also not a very inspirational person, because she founded a multi-level marketing company, and I think that she, as one of the very few women who are actually founders, CEOs, and presidents of multi-level marketing companies. She could have been a very inspirational figure, truly inspirational for women, and not build a predatory system, because that is ultimately what MLMs are. And the income disclosure statement of 2019 shows that very clearly, that most people, over 83%, were not even able to earn commission, very likely because they were not able to hit the sales requirements they have every month. And the people that were able to make commission only made $206 per year. That is not inspirational, that is not empowering to women, that is just as predatory as all other MLMs are. What did you think about this video? What did you think about this office tour? I actually found it funny and it's easy to snark on. That's also why I like to include those types of videos, to keep the content a little bit more lighthearted, because in the end, if you actually look at multi-level marketing companies and how much damage they can do to other people, can be really, really a dark video, and it can get ugly really quickly, and I like to keep it more lighthearted as well. If you have any suggestions what CEOs and founders and presidents of multi-level marketing companies you would like for me to take a look at, then please let me know. Happy to look at that as well. I might take another look at Amway. Dry mouth people. Lots of dry mouth people. We will see. But if you have any other suggestions, then please let me know. I'm happy to take a look at that as well. If you have any screen recordings also connected to the series you would like to share with me, you can do that as well. You can either DM me on Instagram. My details are always linked down below. Or you can upload content you would like to share with me to your Google Drive and then share it with my email address. It is also linked down below. It is cdbeautyhunter@yahoo.de. I will continue the series over the course of this year. So let's see what founders are coming our way. If you like these types of videos, then please consider subscribing. If you like this specific one, then give it a thumbs up. If you would like to let me know something, then please feel free to do so in the comment section down below. And if you like these types of videos, then hopefully I will see you in my next one. Until then, cheers!